The Ukrainian forces developed a plan to divert the attention of the Russians from Pokrovsk by targeting the remaining pockets of encircled enemies near Dobropillia. With hundreds of drones in the air, the Ukrainians slowly tightened the noose and forced the remaining Russian troops on the ground into mass surrendering. General Oleksandr Syrskyi launched a focused Ukrainian counterattack near Dobropillia to divert Russian attention from the brutal push on Pokrovsk. Using drone-mounted loudspeakers to broadcast surrender instructions and exploiting autumn mud, Ukrainian forces cleared encircled Russian pockets and forced mass surrenders, while Russian reinforcements became bogged down trying to respond. The goal is twofold: to clear the remaining pockets of encircled Russian troops near Dobropillia and to stabilize this sector, freeing Ukrainian forces to strike from the north and pressure Russian formations threatening Pokrovsk to be reallocated. General Oleksandr Syrskyi has prepared a straightforward plan to divert Russian attention and manpower away from the brutal push south of Pokrovsk and east of Mirnohrad by launching a focused Ukrainian counterattack to the north. The Ukrainian forces are now pushing north of Nikhonorivka and south through Zatishok, supporting the wider deblockading operations around Pokrovsk and Mirnohrad. A week of brutal fighting has left Zatishok and the neighboring villages littered with Russian bodies. Ukraine has already cleared several of these pockets in full and is now conducting operations to eliminate the rest. According to Syrskyi, the renewed offensive in the Dobropillia direction is designed to stretch Russian reserves thin and force them to defend multiple axes at once, thereby preventing the enemy from concentrating its main forces against Pokrovsk. In one confirmed case, 2 Russian soldiers holed up in a building, tried to fortify their position, but changed their minds after being targeted by a vampire hexacopter and several FPV drones, one after the other. Even more Russians lie dead, scattered through the woods nearby, where they were caught trying to retreat or dig in. Realizing their situation was hopeless, many Russian soldiers began surrendering en masse. Ukrainian drone operators adapted their tactics by mounting loudspeakers on FPV drones, flying low over Russian trenches, and broadcasting surrender instructions. In other areas, Ukrainian intelligence identified Russian infantry concentrations and coordinated precision strikes using different types of drones and artillery, effectively breaking the remaining organized resistance. Freed from holding encircled sectors, Ukrainian assault and air assault brigades can use the momentum to strike the Russian northern flank near Rodinsky. They emerged, dropped their rifles, and followed the drone's instructions to Ukrainian lines. Ukrainian reconnaissance later reported that dozens of Russian soldiers surrendered after similar broadcasts, with footage showing how they were taken as prisoners of war. However, Their timing could not have been worse, as the autumn mud season has arrived. Several Russian columns, including armored vehicles and supply trucks, became bogged down in the soaked terrain while attempting to maneuver toward Dobropillia. With many Russian soldiers choosing to surrender, the Russian command was afraid of a domino effect and a full Ukrainian breakthrough that could cause the entire northern flank to be exposed. To prevent the risk of the main encircling effort being destroyed, the Russian officers hastily diverted reserves from Pokrovsk and Mirnorod to try to plug the gap. In one incident, 5 armored vehicles advanced into the area to reinforce the collapsing front, but 3 of them got stuck in the mud, forcing their crews to abandon the vehicles and wade through flooded ditches. Russian military bloggers tried to downplay the disaster, claiming that the infantry had managed to dismount and fortify their positions. But geolocate evidence tells a different story of burned-out armored columns and hundreds of Russian bodies scattered across open fields and trenches. Precision strikes with HIMARS rockets obliterated the convoy, while Ukrainian FPV drones and hexacopters finished off the remaining vehicles by dropping high explosive charges directly onto their hulls. The Ukrainian clearing operation achieved its objective to divert Russian attention from Pokrovsk, forcing the enemy to reallocate troops after several positions collapsed. Syrskyi's plan of targeting the northern flank aims to restore much-needed breathing room to Ukrainian defenders in Pokrovsk and Mirnorod.